welcome to my channel Elemental Education. So today's video will be part 2 of solve problems. I have already made one video on these numericals for electricity chapter. Please go and watch that video. I will be giving the link in the description of this video. And moreover, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please go to YouTube, search for Elemental Education, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Whenever you are uploading any new videos, you will be getting the notification at that instant. And moreover, please go share my videos. If you like my content, please do like and comment on my video and share with everybody. Whoever are in need, please share with your friends, relatives, whoever are there. So guys, let's begin for today's video, that is electricity part 2 for solved problems. So let's go to our first question. This is the question based on resistances and current. So what has been given in this circuit? Please look at this circuit. There are 3 resistances in total. They are connected in a combination of series and parallel. So the question is, we have to find the current I across this ammeter. This is the current I. And what is the R equivalent? Of R equivalent means total resistance across this point A and B. So guys, let us see. I have already told you, if you haven't watched my second video on electricity chapter, please go to YouTube, and in my channel you can find the electricity chapter 2, where I have told you how to find the equivalent resistance of a circuit. Now let's go first understand how they are arranged. These two are in series. Why? If there is a current I, the current I is divided to I1 and I2 here. That means I1 is flowing across 5 ohm, this I2 is flowing across these 2 resistances. The same current is flowing across these 2 resistances. So these two are in series. Now this is parallel. Why? At point A, I is divided into I1 and I2. At point A, I is divided into I1 and I2. Now there are 2 different currents flowing across these 2 resistances. So how we should approach this? First let's find this equivalent circuit of these 2. So R32, let us assume R32 I am finding. So it is 3 plus 2, because these are in series, so this will be added up, resistances will be added up. So this is 5 ohm. Now this 5 ohm I can remove. See, instead of writing 3 ohm and 2 ohm, I can just write as a single resistance, that is of 5 ohm. If this is 5 ohm and this is 5 ohm, then these two are in parallel. So what is the equivalent resistance? R55. Equivalent resistance is, that is 1 by R55 equal to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5. That is 2 by 5, or R equivalent or RAB is equal to 5 by 2 is 2.5 ohm. So this is found, this is done, we have found as 2.5 ohm. Now what else has been asked in the question? We have to find the current, total current flowing across this ammeter, total current. So V equal to IR. Now what is the voltage across this? 4 volt. What is the total R equivalent? That is total resistance. What is the R equivalent here? 2.5 ohm. That means current I is equal to V by R. That is 4 volt by 2.5 or 5 by 2. That is 8 by 5. 1.6 ampere. That is 1.6 ampere is our answer. So similar kind of questions you can find in your book. Please guys, go and solve this kind of questions. If you have any doubt, if you don't understand this kind of approach, please do comment in my video. I will be helping you out. So guys, Let's move for the second question. That is again similar to the first question. We have to find the equivalent resistance across these 2 points A and B. So let's see how these 3 resistances are connected. These 2 are in parallel, because if I am flowing a current I, it get divided, right? This current is getting divided at this point, I1 and I2. So if the current is getting divided, again it gets combined to flow the same current I across this 6 ohm resistance. That means these 2 are in parallel. So 1 by R, so these 2 are in parallel, this one is in series. So if I name this resistance P, Q and R, how I can write? P is parallel to Q, okay, and this combination of P and Q is in series with R. So let me find this equivalent resistance. 1 by R, we know this parallel formula, 1 by R is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 2. What is the denominator here? 6. So 1 plus, it is 3. See, 2 3s are 6, so 3. Now it is 6 by 4. R equivalent is 6 by 4 across these 2. Now 6 by 4 plus 6 ohm is the total resistance. R total is 6 by 4 plus 6. How to solve this? 4 is the denominator. Now 6 4s are 24 plus 6. How much? 30 by 4. That is 7.5 ohm. R equivalent is 7.5 ohm. So guys, I hope you also understood this question. Now let's go for the next question. So guys, let's see this question. This question also says we have to find out the R equivalent across this point A and B. So how to approach? Let us see how many resistances are connected here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are in total 7 resistances, all are of 2 ohm. So how to approach? I have already told in my electricity video part 2. If you go in my theory section, you can correlate. I have already told that we have to approach the circuit from the back side. We have to approach these resistances in series and parallel combination from the back side. Let us first see, if a current I is flowing across it, this current is getting divided here. At this point, the current is getting divided I1, I2 and I3 into 3 types of currents. This I3 goes through this totally. Now I2 and I3 gets combined here. They move here, and this is the I1. I1 moves to this side. So in this resistance, what is the current flow here? I2 plus I3. Now let us see first these two. These two are in series. Why? This I3 is same across this 2 ohm and this 2 ohm. Now what is the value here? 4 ohm. This 2 is 4 ohm. Now how I can draw this circuit? I can draw the equivalent circuit like this. See the okay. Now this is 4 ohm, this is 2 ohm, this is 2 ohm. So now these 3 are in, these 2 are in parallel. How? These 2 are in series. These 2 are in series, 2 plus 2, 4. This 4 is parallel to 2. So what will be the value? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 are, suppose something equivalent to this. We have not named it. Anyways, leave it. So R equivalent in this scenario, in this small circuit, small division, R equivalent is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So what will be the value? 4 by, this is 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 4 or 4 by 3 ohm. 4 by 3 ohm. So These 3 in total is 4 by 3 ohm. These 3 in total is 4 by 3 ohm. Now, if I redraw the circuit like this, see, if I redraw the circuit like this, these 3 are connected as one circuit or one resistance, that is 4 by 3 ohm. Now, see, now it is quite easy. If I connect like this is in series. 4 by 3 with 2 ohm is in series but parallel with this 2 ohm. Always we have to reduce the circuit whenever we are moving forward. Now see, this 4 by 3 with 2, 4 by 3 plus 2, what is the value? 3 in the denominator, 6 plus 4, that is 10 by 3. So this 10 by 3 is in parallel with 2 ohm. Now what I will do? I will remove this. I will remove this. This is 2, this is 2, this is now 10 by 3. 10 by 3 is in parallel with 2 ohm. So 1 by R equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 10 by 3, that is 3 by 10. 3 by 10, that means 1 by 2 plus 3 by 10. What is the value? 10 in the denominator. Then we have to 5 plus 3, that is 8 by 10 or 10 by 8. R is 10 by 8. Here the value is, this combination of these two is 10 by 8. So if I reduce this, so the final circuit will be, how it will look like? The final circuit will look like this. See. This is the point A and this is the point B. So this is 2 ohm, this is 2 ohm and this is 10 by 8 ohm. So these 3 are now in series. See, because it's a single current is flowing, right? So these 3 are in series. So 2 plus 10 by 8. What is the value here? 2 to 4 plus 10 by 8. Now 8 in the denominator. 8 4s are 32. Plus 10, that is 42 by 8. If I divide it by 2, what will be the value? 4 and this is 21. So 21 by 4 is the 4 ohm is the resistance value. It is approximately 5 point something. So guys, this is the way we should approach a question. We should always approach from the back side, and we have to always reduce the circuit into smaller chunks so that we can find how the current flows, if it is a series or it is a parallel circuit. So please solve. I don't think this kind of big questions will be in your exams. There will be smaller questions than this. So please solve such kind of questions. Let's move to question number 4. This is based on calculating the electric power consumption. So see, what does this question says? An electric heater draws a current of 10 ampere from a 220 volt supply. So cost of an using 5 hours per day for 30 days if 1 unit is 5 rupees 20 paisa. That means first let's understand what this question is saying. So this is a 220 volt supply. This is the electric heater. Okay, the current flows through it is 10 ampere. What else is given? Time is 5 hours per day and I am using for 30 days. Okay, so this question can be approached in 3 divisions. First is, we have to calculate the power of this electric heater. First is we have to calculate the power. If you have watched my video on electric power, that is video 3 in electricity part 3, you can remember the formula. Power is given by voltage into current. So the voltage is given is 220 volt, the current is 10 ampere, so that is 2200 watt. This is the power. Now this is, if I divide by 1000, what will be the value? 2.2 kilowatt. That is 2.2 kilowatt. Now this is done. First part is done. The second part, what we have to find? We have to find in one day how much energy is consumed. So in one day I am using for 5 hours. So energy consumed is power into time. Now power is 2.2 kilowatt into 5 hours. So it will be 5 into 10. So 11 kilowatt hour. 11 kilowatt hour I am using per day. Third part is how many days I am using? I am using for 30 days. So this value into 30. 11 into 30. What will be the value? 11 into 3, 33, 330 kilowatt hour. I am using this much of energy in 30 days using this electric heater. So what is given here? 5 rupee 20 paisa per 1 unit. So what will be the value? Part 4 is, what will be the value? 330 into 5 rupee 20 paisa. So 330 into 5 rupee 20 paisa will be, the value will be 1716 rupees. This much amount we have to pay to the electricity board as an electric bill. So guys, this is the end of our video. I hope you liked my video. This is the way you should approach this kind of questions. These are such examples. You can go open your book, find the questions, solve it. If you have any doubt, please comment on my video. I'll be helping you out over there. And moreover, you see how I am solving the question, dividing into small chunks. Don't get nervous when solving this kind of question thinking it is quite big. It is not bigger. We have to solve it in small chunks. It will be, I hope it will be helpful for you. Share with your friends as well, and whoever are there in your known person, it will be helpful for them. So guys, please like my video if you like the content. Please do comment in my video and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you all. Thanks and bye bye.